Happy Ganesh Puja, welcome. I hope I am audible and I know the session or the time of this year is the also beginning of festivals across the country. And while all of us are focused on preparation, but the country will have so much of holidays, so much of festivals that it itself becomes a distraction sometimes. And I am trying to see that today I also share it in the the channel. Our I just shared it in the WhatsApp channel, and let us see if I can share the same thing in the while we start the session in a while. Please bear with me because as you are aware that I am the only guy. There is no team as such. In the meanwhile, all of you can, although while I've picked up all the questions which has come up on my Zoom registration, but if you have any particular query which is in your mind disturbing your preparation and you feel कि आज सर से पूछ लेना चाहिए, तो please go ahead and uh, put it in the chat and so you can actually yeah, put it in the now also after this I need a certain help from any one of you to just tell me what are you looking at the screen? Is something visible in the screen? Just somebody pressed unmute and let me know. Please help me now. What are you seeing in your screen? Presentation and myself. That's it. Huh? Hello. Okay, I'm going ahead. So hi, good evening. I'm Abhilash, your UPSC Civil Service Examination mentor, and welcome to today's session. Today's weekly session is last of this August, and as I mentioned in the last weekly session, that September onwards, there will be little bit changes, and I will address all the changes, why those changes over here. Now, today's session has one highlight that I'm going to take. I have received a lot of registration, lot of questions and I've tried to summarize the presentation of today's session, uh, assuming that that is the demand of what this week people who have registered for the GS Foundation plan want to ask me or want to ask their mentor. So today, my review has been that how should I start with, from where to start? This question has been very, very common every time, even for full-time aspirant, restarter, college student, working professional, homemaker, whoever is preparing for this exam at every stage is getting confused again and again on the part that how to start the paper and how to, this the exam. Now, so today's session is around that, and I would try to justify your time over here. So I'm Abhilash. Before we start the session, little bit about myself. A very quick thing. I've also given this UPSC in 2008. I qualified and I was in reserve list, but service allocation did not happen. I have also given 2009 interview. That time four attempts were there. So that time my optional were geography option and public administration. And then after doing a little bit of my own higher studies and education, I came back as a professional over mentoring and teaching. I joined as a faculty at IS Gurukul Delhi in 2014, 15, 16, and I was also a major contributor in Vision IS uh, paper team, test series and answer evaluation, that kind of thing. And I was daily based that time. But I took my career as a career change maker, and I kind of, you know, moved forward towards employer as an employability expert, and because of my expertise in education to employment, so I kind of took it that, and I realized that the maximum country of this youth actually go through this journey even if you don't want to. That कि एक बार तो IAS देना ही है. So I felt that why not I should be a bridge, so that because I've seen both sides of the world. I've also had my government stint. I was a Group A officer with the Ministry of Labor and Employment, Government of India, and I was then also a strategy manager with the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship under Skill India (NSDC), and I was also deputed as a project manager in Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry (FICCI), bringing the employment and employability part. Why I'm saying this, that I have been putting my life in making this education to employment as a reality for many of these countrymen and students of multiple talent. All of you who are giving this years in examination come from various background. As diverse is our nation, similar is your profile and your aspiration. तो इसी वजह से with that in the mindset, I have tried, I've had an experience, opportunity, unfortunately, I was given that in my hand, so I could understand what actually thrives in our heart. Because India is a country where the societally we are talking about stability, a reputed reputation job, and things like that. We have been able to build only this for one colonial hangover of civil services. That's why we feel that if as a lucky draw, what if we become civil servant? Why not? And many a times, many of us want to become civil servant or want to prepare this for the reason to prove ourselves to fellow people, fellow family, and to stand out. And in fact, these kind of things have been promoted in various, social media stories. That a breakup happens and then he prepares, becomes civil servant, or from a pure poor background. The catapult of his life happens when he joins civil services. So that is what, like, okay, film stories also come from real stories. There are many stories such like that. But if it inspires you, all what we look at nation, we are all nation builders and we are looking for candidates who can serve this nation as a civil servant. So today my focus will be around that what this exam is all about, what is it looking, why your approach is not the only approach through which you feel you can crack the exam. So now before I move forward, so these are certain questions which I've received across, and I will try to run my presentation today in that sense. So there is questions where uh, so somebody wants best guidance, somebody wants how to manage with college, medical student, somebody wants to write in Tamil medium, how to I have mains written in Tamil. Then somebody wants to know about this GS foundation plan, Hindi medium, why not in Hindi medium? Then why somebody wants to know why this is free, and then that we will talk in the later all the things why, what, or why. But most of the time is about optional also, and somebody wants to know who will be my mentor and all. There have been questions about time giving priority, understand the UPSC syllabus, how to cover whole syllabus, CSAT, how to prepare proper study plan, and various doubts, self-study guidance. Somebody's in class 12th and want to know, and how to keep patience and how to be disciplined, the timetable, and so many such questions. So I have kind of collated the presentation, today's presentation, to answer most of your questions. If it happens that I'm unable to answer your question in some or other way, or you are not getting satisfied, you can reach out to me over WhatsApp. I'll reply back. All of you are, you may not like it to know, but all of you are unique. Your circumstances are unique. If you crack this exam and become topper, then your journey will be unique. Now, this uniqueness also needs to see something like Anything which you have never done before, when you do this, only then a result like this will happen, that you become a civil servant. Whatever you are currently today may not be suffice enough for you to crack the exam and be in the final list. Many a times, good, intelligent student who have shown their metal in their gold medalist and things, they key are in the loop of civil services examination. They keep on giving attempt in the hope of best attempt and next attempt, like that it happens. And you know that last few years the toppers are fifth attempter, sixth attempter, like that. So it is very, very difficult to have that kind of mindset. Many have it, many also crack it in the first attempt. So if you ask me a question, sir, I want to do it in first attempt, I will say, please go ahead. Also try to give that kind of effort. Rest is on destiny. So with that, today's session, I'm going to talk about that. And maybe uh, wherever you have any questions, people who are watching over on YouTube live stream, they can join in the Zoom, also come and chat their question if they have any question. I'll try to be fixated on time. Last 2, 3 times I have been overboarding the time. I'll finish my session by 8:30 so that if you have any interaction, I'll have that over here. So, uh, as of now, this is a weekly webinar. So every week I come and try to help you. People, especially who are preparing self-study, would definitely like it, because some or other way guidance or motivation is required. It's a part of requirement every day's nourishment. Uh, and many times what happens when you are preparing, you are not aware what the world is doing. So when I get questions and I discuss around it, then you know that ki, हाँ, मेरे तरह, like me, there are so many people, somebody from Kerala, somebody from Assam, somebody from Jammu and Kashmir is also having similar trouble. It is not just me, who's feeling like, oh my God, what have I come into? I'm unable to manage my life, my study, and this, like that. So today, outcome of this session will be individual, but you try to keep a note around it, that what is suitable to you. So I'm going to talk about the ecosystem of civil service preparation. What exactly happens when the entire exam structure is taken into preparation? And I would like to give that clarity. All of us know by terminology. IS बनना है, civil servant, IPS बनना है. We know by the terminology. We do not know exactly what is the job, what is the job role, what kind of personality suit the job role, what is the eligibility of that particular job role. These things we do not know, but we see from movies, we see from the stories, we see from topper stock. We feel that, okay, this is achievable, this is doable. Yes, it is achievable, it is doable, but it needs you to be also extraordinary. Increase your stature to that level. So all the time, my Q&A will be open. You can always chat in Q&A and let me know. So now let me just, with the today's session, as I mentioned, let us understand various aspirant profile. क्या होता है और किस किस what would be the mindset of you when you think of this? Now, college student. Now, imagine you are a college student. So, college student, what will be challenge? Firstly, you may be in the first year, second year, third year, or final year, according to your degree or whatever graduation you're doing, pre-final or final year. So, your attempt, you need to know that the eligibility of age is 21 years, and that is counted from 1st August of that particular year, where the year of exam is. So, you see that when that 21 years you first of all meet. Second is what college education level you are in. So, for example, somebody who's in first year and he has, say, 3 years degree in ahead of it. In first year, what should be the preparation level? First year, the only thing that you should be aware about is knowing about India. That is through newspaper, through social media. You just try to know about India, what is happening in current affairs. No need to go for books, no need to go for NCERT. Not at this stage. Don't start as if you have gone to graduation just to prepare for UPSC. Don't do that. You have your graduation years. Whatever graduation you are doing, you focus on first year in building that. Second year onwards, or then your preparation starts, where you now know your college is pakka, first year is over. Now you have not flunked in first year also. You are in second year. You know what, you're a hostelite, you are a local student from at home. You know in 24 hours what is your time available with you. You may spare 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. You may be a sports person, you may be a actor, theater, you may be a rider. You may be having so many other qualities of yours to exhibit, to prepare. So you know your time, day to day time. And then from there onwards, you start preparing how much I'm going to contribute. Okay. First year, if I say if you enroll in the GS Foundation plan, it's a 15 months plan. Every day it asks for 1 hour or 2 hours. You can manage it easily and do it. But do it, whatever hour you spend, okay, put it full effort. Not that "Okay, I will come back again, I will do it again. When I do it properly, I will do it like that." There is nothing like that. Whenever you touch for the first time, that is the proper time. Even if it is for 10 minutes. That should be the attitude. Always have a notebook, create a note. It is a pen paper based exam. So we need to go by pen paper based. And let me tell you, your class 10th, your class 12th, all these board exams, writing practice was very, very important. Because unless you could write, express your thought, nobody is going to give you marks. They do not have your face. They do not have your Facebook ID or Insta ID or what beautiful digital creator you are. They don't know anything about you. They only know admit card, roll number, and a person name who's giving the exam. Right? Do you agree with me? So, in that reality, you have to be preparing from second year onwards. And slowly, once you do that, you have to choose your optional. And once you choose your optional, see that you either it aligns with your graduation or maybe whichever is your interest area. You take that much time. It is not, see, when you're full-time aspirant, a full-time aspirant will take 5 months to complete an optional. Okay. But somebody who's doing college will take at least 8 to 9 months. It takes time. It takes time to read good books. It takes time to become that graduation level for UPSC. See, you have taken optional at college level, say humanity subject, for example, geography. But the exam paper standard is graduate level of geography. And somebody who is a geographer, a student, might be a PhD or MSc, MSc in geography from Allahabad University, he would be competing with you. Can you give that level of geography at your second year? No, but you have to prepare at that time. So that should be the intensity of optional. Similarly with the general studies paper. So college student people, at least till pre-final year, they have to see little generic, complete your NCRT, build your foundation, how to read newspaper, participate in essay writing, submit your essays in mygov.com, participate in debates. See that you are able to speak about India and be a part of various such activities, which also enhances your profile. When you go for interview, they'll ask you what makes you special. Why have you come here? Every student is a studious student. Every third person is a gold medalist. What makes you special? Why should you be in service? What is that answer you have? I don't have an answer for you. But even my interview training, when I take, I ask you the same thing. What makes you different? Why should you be a part of civil service? Just because you crack the exam, people will give you value. Do you think like that? It doesn't happen like that. In your own class, somebody who's got gold medal, and you are a backbencher, you give value maximum to that person. You feel I am also no less. Same, imagine with the public. So just cracking an exam will not make you valuable. Your personality should match with it. You should be able to handle with that whatever responsibility you have been given. So that is where your college years, formative years are building your personality. I see from child to, you know, from girl to women, from boys to men. That's what the college education is for. So your preparation building should be like that. And again, in college, it is very classroom based. Colleges are very classroom based. So you may feel like self study will be difficult. You may go for a coaching or go for an institute or a group of people together, students all together preparing together or watching lecture together through YouTube or videos. However, those can be the thing. And having a mentor always makes you, direction wise, it is good. Anybody who is a good you feel a mentor who can match your vibe, who can understand you, is a good person. Good. But if the understanding is not there, then there is no problem. And there's a whole challenge. Imagine you are, what is a mentor? Mentor is like a personal trainer in a gym. Now, if you go to Chat GPT and tell me how, what should I do to for a gym, for this is my body goal. Chat GPT will say, do this dumbbells, do this thing, this thing. Everything he will create a course for you and give you. Gym is there, you take, go to gym. Every equipment is there. But then what personal trainer is doing then? That is the value of mentor. I don't know what another analogy to tell you, but that is where the mentor comes. Now it is up to you whether you want to. Many times people just, okay, I will do it on my own. And it is possible. As again. Now I come to the second profile of full-time aspirant. People who have qualified for, I mean, graduation is over. Now their parents have told that, why don't you try for civil services before you go for higher education? Or maybe you are doing MSc, why don't you prepare by side? Or maybe you are preparing for NET exam, UGC, why don't you do by side, prepare for prelim, I mean, exam? What if we crack? Nobody in my family has become IAS or IPS or civil servant. Why don't you try? You are intelligent. Our time, we did not have that luxury. I will pay for you. Go, prepare, go to Delhi, go to Hyderabad, go to Bangalore, take coaching, do this, that. So we get some privilege to prepare. So this is the full-time aspirant. Now, the challenge is not that, full time looks like a drop year. If you remember your JE or school, class 12th, remember if you those things, people who take a drop year, what kind of psychology element it has? That, okay, I did not join with my batch, I went to Kota or I took a year drop. It doesn't matter actually. But psychologically, people create such value. The full-time aspirant, what are you doing? I am preparing full-time for IAS. That means what you're doing? Nothing. Every year just giving exam. So this is certain psych which make you feel very, very bad about yourself. But let me tell you one thing. In today's era, if you are a full-time aspirant, then be very focused. You know your 24 hours. You know the purpose you have given the time. That is the best clear moment within in your life. In the entire life of your 70, 80 years, you will never have a moment when you know exactly what you have to do, except this full-time aspirant here. When you know exactly what you have to do in the 24 hours. There is no other purpose. Parents, everybody in the world has given you opportunity. Go prepare. Give your best. So that is the time your own willpower, decision making, discipline, and consistency, everything is exhibited. So I take it as an opportunity. Don't feel bad about whoever says what is fine. You prepare. Problem is we go with the stories where we align. Somebody will say, I thought why to prepare for MBA preparation. I will become some chaiwala, I'll open some business. Somebody said I'll start UPSC book servicing. Somebody said some startup started with UPSC this thing. Somebody became a stand-up comedian. Somebody became something. So everybody takes the benefit of preparing as UPSC, but except cracking the exam, other limelight they are taking. You know that. I don't want to name people, but many people are doing like that. So if you feel you have other ambition, that's fine. Be very clear to your heart. But if you're full-time aspirant and preparing for this 1 year, 2 year, whatever is your time given to you, you exactly know this period is never going to come in your life ever. Just give it your full. That's it. And full-time aspirant, I would say that you know your exam year, your target year. Go backwards. If my prelims is on 2026, what all I should be doing? 2027, what all I should be doing? You should get prepare your every month activity. If I'm taking coaching, if I'm studying my own, how much time I take. Everybody has alag unique way of studying. You cannot say I will complete in 1 hour means everybody will complete in 1 hour. Everybody has different time. No person has same time, and you cannot ridicule. See, that is the best part of this examination. You take time to prepare. For example, probability. Probability is very difficult concept in CSAT. Okay, but if you get the hang of it by practicing multiple question, you can solve the question without even doing much in the just seeing the option. You can solve the question. That comes through practice. So you may have understood the concept faster, but without practice, you cannot crack it faster. And the same probability will become a very difficult question if you have not practiced and gone to the exam in CSAT. So I'm trying to tell you that this practice is very important, and this exam stands by that: revision and practice, consistency on that. Next profile comes is working professional, people who are working and they know they have 24 hours weekend, how much time they have, and they have to decide accordingly. Maybe married, may not be married. So they know that how much time they can spend. And see, if you are giving uh, civil services preparation is not side hustle. It is not side hustle that ki साथ साथ कर लेंगे, it will give some benefit. It will not give any benefit. It is a preparation for you and your own self. So it is up to you that how you want to uh, you know prepare and do things. So working professional, maximum, you have your time, you have to design. Many are working in MNCs. So while we consider that time in the morning will be available, but maybe night shift, you're better. Next set of aspirants are profile. Whoever are watching and repeaters. Now they have given the exam once or twice or thrice or fourth time or fifth time or maybe last attempt now or maybe more. You are just in that loop that you are unable to break the chain. Either you're unable to clear prelims, or if you're clearing prelims, you are not able to clear mains. If you are clearing mains, unable to clear interview, even if you're going to interview, your scores or mains are not enough. Some or other way, something is pulling back. Now that also needs, I mean, they might be full-time aspirant, worried, my course mates have already joined, they have cleared exam, they have become toppers. अरे इसको तो मैंने ही पढ़ाया था, वो बन गया टॉपर, अभी थैंक यू भी नहीं बोल रहा है. Or maybe you are working for any reputed institute as for checking papers or answer evaluation or mentoring, whatever. Because we have to start some work also, na? Age is catching up, nearing 30. I don't know what I've done with my life. I have done so much hard work. I don't know. Now, these are all dilemmas. And I must tell you, this demons you have to fight with your own self. You have to yourself fight with it. Nobody is going to help you in that. Nobody. One success in life, everything will be forgotten. You become a good teacher, or you become a good stand-up comedian, you become a good actor, you become a good anything, and that success will overshadow all these things. But if you are giving this exam again, if there is one opportunity left, please consider that as prime. Manifest your dream well, visualize your vision, and take that step in that way that you get through into your exam. Participation certificate के लिए एग्जाम नहीं देने का. For repeaters, I'm saying, especially fourth, fifth attempt, you guys should reach out to me. One-on-one, we should have. Let me know what is your mindset. I can tell you whether you'll crack it or not crack it. It is better to leave one to attempt and not attempt again and be happy in life rather than exhausting attempt and say that, I could have done this, yaar. The world was not fair to me. Don't live with that life. So, repeaters have their own way of looking at it. Then is the category of homemaker, and I see this is most encouraging stories in the past few years. I've seen people cracking, especially girls, uh, taking a marriage break and family break, and then with kids, they are proving themselves supportive parents on supportive environment, whatever, but they have found their way to success with that. And this is too much incredible. Again, your surrounding, your time, and how to prepare. So I'm not saying you have to go by the rat race of this is the attempt, that is the attempt. With people, with family, with parents, with responsibilities of family, it is not a professional, it is a very day to everyday engaging. So you have to see that if I get 1 hour also, 1 hour is I'll go slow, 1 hour. Like a tortoise, like that finally the race is won by the tortoise. But you know your time, how much you're doing. Someday there will be no time available, someday there will be a lot of time available. Now, the program which I mentioned, our foundation prep mail which I mentioned, is catering to all of you. You just have to start with it. And when you feel after 10, 20, 30 days that this is aligning with me, then you have a session with me. And then you see if we can work together to work with mentorship and enhance your preparation module or make it as per your attempt here, how we have to sharpen it. Now, as I mentioned, now I run through all this thing. I wouldn't. I just want the slides to go through because I put it over the slide, but I forgot to change. Uh, so another thing which I always kind of would have heard me from saying that whatever is the exam preparation, this is one thing. 15,000 question you have to do in GS paper one and 10,000 question in CSAT paper before the attempt. That is from once the notification happens in January, February, from February to May, in that period of time, you do test series, you do revision, you do whatever you do. This is the number of questions you should do. If you have done that, I'm telling you, there is a seat reserved for you in mains. If you have dedicated it to that. Whatever, however people say the trend, cut off, whatever, you will clear the exam. So because why it works in your favor? Firstly, exam is getting inside your body. You know now how much response time you have. It builds the exam temperament and speed. It also skills up that not every question I know, but I know how to eliminate or what I know, how much I know. It also help you understand how much recall you can have. Continuously going back, coming back in your brain in that particular area, you'll realize, okay, I'm not clear in that particular zone. That concept is little lacking. So it is you to realize in front of teacher, everything is fine. But in otherwise, when it's like that thing that when it comes to exam scenario, brain becomes blank. So you do multiple times so that you realize that, okay, this is naturally only I'm getting the first emotional click is the right click. And you will certainly have developed this intuitive understanding of UPSC's questioning style also. And this 25,000 question is UPSC questions, not coaching institute question, UPSC standard question. So now for people who are aspiring for 2026, I say that uh, you have to immediately, whatever time we have right now, complete your NCRTs and start your optional and answer writing preparation. You start. Apart from your foundation plan, which covers all the aspect, answer writing workshop also happens. You may join that also. Such kind of this thing. Even for this year mains, the mains exam are going on. Which GS paper got completed. I have done the evaluation of analysis of the GS papers, and I've kind of given a IBC intro body conclusion of various all the answers for all the paper. You can see the video. It's boring actually. 20 minutes, 20 questions, a 1 hour video, it's boring. But if you have not prepared, you'll find it boring. If you're prepared, you go question by question. I'm not saying to watch it in one go, it's very boring. You see one question, whether that question, drag the YouTube to that question and see whether it meets up your expectation of what answer building is there. You write it and send it for evaluation to me. So, like that, this is a certain thing, and this is generally a sprint for 2026. We have less than 10 months now, maybe 9 months. So, we have to kick off many things and we have to learn through questions. I am assuming that you are aware about almost everything. What is your foundation? What is your thing? You at least have a hands on it. If it is going to be your first attempt and you do not know anything, still have an idea that I will go for everything. On the last day only, I will decide whether I'm there for it because mental capability of everybody is unique. There are students who can do it in 3 4 months also. So do not underestimate also, neither overestimate. But preparation is must. For 2027, I think the foundation, this is very standard. You have to go by foundation, going by the syllabus, topic wise, creating notes and, simulating notes. And in second year, like doing your optional subject mastery, current affair consolidation. Again, writing practice of that particular year, mains and everything. And then the revision and refinement. For 2028 batch now, for 2 years, create your, as I mentioned, like build your foundation, learn more about India, learn about what is happening in the world, uh, open up the atlas, see the world map, understand how the world was made, how the countries are made. Be curious about everything around it, and you will start learning about it. And it takes time. So, something which is very, very element which is going to combine for UPSC success is the foundation plan. Now you do it mine, or you go to any coaching institute, or you do it by your own self, however it is. It is foundation plan gives you the base of preparation, structuring the entire syllabus run through throughout the a discipline and consistency, because however or whatever we have to do it. That is the purpose. We have to do. Mentorship either helps you to stay aligned. Not every day you will be feeling motivated. It will be days where it will be very poor days. Days like festivals are going on now. Till I can see festival till Diwali coming till October, and immediately within flash of time October and Diwali will come, and you will see the days have passed by. And then practice, dedicated practice. So these are certain areas. No, as of because I mentioned about this foundation plan, I'm going to talk about it more now. Uh, so from the questions, there is one optional subject dilemma. See, optional subject, basically I consider your personal interest, overlap with GS, and availability of resources. I don't know where you are right now located, but if you want books from Delhi, you can buy online and things like that. And you see that your curiosity for that subject is there. Otherwise, if some Teda question comes, you'll not be able to crack it. They are not seeing your academic ability. They are seeing your ability as a civil servant to stand that moment, to prepare for that moment. You have to be a generalist who is expert in everything. That kind is the approach of UPSC. Master of none. Jack of all trade, master of none. So that's the reason why optional also has to be prepared like that. You know it like a master level student. Now, in the language medium, see, I personally I have no challenge. I feel UPSC doesn't have a challenge or distinguishes between Hindi or English medium. But when we prepare, for example, when during my college years, it was in English medium engineering student. So it was not in Hindi. So English was what commonly I learned through. So naturally, I took English as a medium to write, even though it was not my first language or native language. So I had to do it. Similarly, the comfort was there always because material was also available and things like that. But for you, if it is Hindi medium, then do that way. Wherever it is, you should have a strong hold in the language command. That should be there. Uh, for managing job and time, see, basically what happens is following up a timeline, mental, physical fatigue and dilemmas, inconsistency, we create irritation within each other, within ourselves itself. So I always feel that you should, in the night when you sleep, you should feel like an achiever. Don't sleep like a loser. Sleep like an achiever. So don't give yourself big target. Give a very small target. I will do only 2 pages. And you do 3 pages. You feel like, wow, I've achieved. Similarly, you should plan your day. If you over target that, okay, 24 hours divided by 6 hours by this, I'll do this. Your body is mechanical, or you are not a machine. You cannot run through that. Even if you are reading, nothing will go in your brain. But rarely there are people who have that kind of skill, but I have not seen in my life. But all the students who give me question or reply me on WhatsApp, give me the study plan. Give me the study plan. They are expecting that I will give them 24 hours what to do as a study. You will follow me, even if I give you. I don't know what time you wake up, what time you sleep, what is your weather, what is your health, where is your parent, what do you eat. How will you follow, man? So one has to create their own. And I keep on saying that attend the orientation session and understand your own 24 hours, you only own it. I cannot dictate it. And your own situation, you need to know in a week how much time you have. You may not be consistent the entire day. For a week wise, 20 hours, yes, that is enough. And always, why in school, 30 minutes, school period was 30 minutes because of the attention span. Attention span maximum can stay till 25 minutes. उससे ज्यादा नहीं है अभी भी मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ whatever I'm talking, although I'm trying to be talking many things, but if it is a conceptual 20, 25 minutes max, that is what your brain can hold on. Except if it's a movie, if I do a storytelling kind of a thing, and now this happened, and like that if I teach, then maybe you feel like, okay, inside the entire movie, like that. Then, then digital distraction is one of the challenges and multiple questions that I came in through. Now, there is something called Pomodoro technique. I told you previously last week also that the technique says that close your phone for 10 minutes, 20 minutes study, another 10 minutes on phone, 20 minutes study. Like that, you divide your day distraction plan so that you don't feel guilty that, oh, when you are studying, then your mind is not in phone. When you're in your phone, then your mind is not, "Yeah, I should study," like that. And it takes practice. It doesn't happen in one day. एक बार करके देखो, एक बार try 1 2 days, see what is the experience you get. If you feel encouraged, fine, figure out a new way. May not be 25 minutes for you, it might be 15 minutes for you, but try it. And then, yeah, Instagram and all this thing where we lose our time, we do not feel conscious of our time. This is something very challenging to this era. If you can, it is like de-addiction only. If you can, then it will be great. If you cannot, then always think of the purpose why you are spending this time for UPSC, ना? So maybe that helps you to stay away. तपस्या करना है हमें कि distraction से. UPSC is a kind of tapasya actually. You do a lot of tapasya with sacrifices, and it demands a lot of sacrifice. Let me tell you, siblings wedding, friends bachelor party, friends marriage, traveling for a Goa trip or a Ladakh trip or maybe Kerala trip or anything like that, or any such events. Close your doors. Sorry, I cannot come. It's very challenging. People will say, "This is one time in life. Never have we gone as friends." You'll be the villain for that moment. But then your purpose is larger. Many people will say, "You should take a break. You should take a break." Now, which time of the year it is happening, you should know. If you have just given an exam, you want to take a break, take a break. That will be mentally cleansing. But exam is on May 24th, and you want to go to Ladakh on May 1st, then there are question on answer writing and various things. Answer writing is, I would suggest you to go, if you have started answer writing, send it for evaluation until unless I don't see there is no one single answer. We are not making a batches of people who write answer. It is something because a person who's going to read the exam, read an answer sheet, should be interested to read the first line, second line, third line. How will you achieve that? That is what we teach, or that is what the skill we need. That whatever knowledge I have, if I write long, long sentences, will like reading it? Or what if I write a short sentence? Break it into two or three. So once you submit things, then only we count. Then creating your own timetable basis that when we have a personalized session also, I tell you that create your own time and timetable and create your own daily target, your weekly cycle, what all you need for that. The GS Foundation plan kind of helps you with every aspect of exam, prelims, mains, evening. You have to design your own day schedule. Uh, Something, how to start, where to start, just open up NCRT. Now you will have debates of, so this is the NCRT, that is the NCRT, why NCRT? NCRT is available across India in the website of NCRT, it is available for a current student. You can also find through various free resources in lot of coaching institutes, old NCRTs also. You can download them. You can do when you don't need to buy the book physically, you can just digitally PDFs through you can do. And that is enough. Build your fundamental through that. And I mean, please don't get surprised. Yeah, is it available? I don't know. It is available. Not just from last 10 years, it is available. And I'm not doing anything new. I'm just what I have done in my foundation plan is I've broken that entire chunk into one lesson and giving you. That's nothing new. The entire, if I give you the whole book to collect, you will never open it. But I'm breaking it and giving you to make it more chewable and digestible. At least creating a curiosity. So somebody who asks me, "Sir, give me all the book together," I do not answer to them. Why? Because the logic is the same. Na? The story behind the daily email plan is the If you know, if you have heard in your childhood a story of golden egg laying goose, that a farmer, very poor farmer, very hard husband and wife had very tough to lead life. So whatever 24 hours they had, they did their farming and they used to go and sell into the market. But never they could make money or make a good house or anything. So they always cursed the God. What is this God? Why are you doing this with us? Why are we alive? Then one day what happens is this lady whoever was, what they skipped eating for 2 days, and whatever money they spent, she buys a hen, because people say that with farming you should do a side hustle. Side hustle is animal rearing. Maybe through egg or hen, you may earn little more money. So she buys a hen. Next day morning, they wake up, they see that the hen is laying a golden egg. So they got stunned and they think that is God's gift. So every day now, the farmer goes to the market with one golden egg and sells it and makes money and come back. So every day like this kept on happening. One day, one egg, golden egg. Now, one day, now they became greedy. They said, what? Why are we waiting for one day? Why don't we tear the stomach of the hen and take out all the golden eggs? So that in one day only everything will be covered. Sir, why don't you give me the entire book? I'll keep it everything. I'll download everything in one day. And then they tear the hen. And from next day onwards, puss. Neither there is hen, nor there golden egg. Over. Same with the UPSC study. The moment you purchase or download books and books, you become data collector, not district collector. Data collector, you have a folder, you have a drive completely with hard disk, with so much of data, but never in a lifetime a chance to open it and read it. Another new data will come, new set of data, updated data, revised data. That's how they keep on selling, and that's how you keep on buying. Marketing, keeps on happening. So you have to see that you stay consistent. एक चीज को पक्का कर लो पहले. Once you do it, and then start enriching. So this is what is the starting. How do you start? NCRT, and the foundation plan takes care of it. Just whatever comes, do it slowly, slowly. So language uh, and medium selection. See, as per the UPSC notification, the prelims happen in this thing, English and Hindi medium. Okay. In mains, you can write in your language of medium. Okay. Now, but if you are able to, if you need to be very good in writing that, because you would have written in, say, public administration in Tamil, but your evaluation will happen with somebody else, and some people are writing in public administration in English might be scoring more like that. So you have to be very good when you choose that kind of a thing. Okay. And always try to master one book specifically, and then enrich with other notes or other books. So while I do not define on this thing, my content is basically English because I prepared in English. So I focus on English material. Next comes my another 10 minutes we have. So if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. UPSC preparation is not just, it's a very tough game actually. Very, very tough game. It's a journey of self, your self journey. This time will never come in your life again. You will come to know about yourself properly in this. How you behave, how you react, how relations are, how family are, how friends are. Everything is exposed in this. And you only have your own friend. Books are your best friend. So that is your friend. And maybe mentor, if you try to find a good mentor who has their motivation to enough for you. It requires patience, resilience. बार बार उठना पड़ता है. Consistency, no matter what. You have to wake up and do it. Purposeful, very much purposeful. And purpose. Without that, it is very, very difficult. All these are linkages. There will be days you'll be like, why am I doing it? There will be days you'll be questioning, comparing yourself. There will be days where you feel, I could have been done this, I would have gone to Canada, maybe US have done better. Many things. And that time, next one topper stock will come, left a job of multimillionaire from Germany and came here to give UPSC. So such stories are also there. So It is very difficult. Now, when it comes to Elevate IS or myself, my initial helping is GS Foundation plan, which goes through daily email. Then I do this regular webinar. I just come and talk about whoever is preparing for this. It is a foundation talk, nothing new in it. I have various answer writing programs. I've not yet spoken about it, but slowly, at the end of September, you'll see. As I launch, I'll keep on saying about it. And we all gear up for the UPSC 2026 attempt from after this mains get over. Na? Mains are another optional paper, and this is remaining over the weekend. Tomorrow and day after, first 31st, mains gets over. So from 1st or 7th or 10th of September, a new cycle starts, kind of a thing. And then I provide one-on-one mentorship. Now you can type your questions, whatever you have in questions. But before that, I also want to say one thing on these one-to-one sessions. I try to put it for free for all the people who registered in the Zoom workshop and all who inquire. But unfortunately, uh, people didn't turn up. They registered, they always booked the calendar, but I kept on waiting, following up, and nothing, no response came. You had your own reason, but I lost a lot of time and I was really in dilemma. And with that, I initiated that from September 1st onwards, it is going to be a price of cup of coffee. That even if you don't turn up, at least I will have a cup of coffee. It is going to be 51 plus GST, and then you book your slot, and I will remind you about your slot. You join or you don't join, it's up to you. Uh, you need to value it, or I don't know how to say this, but then even if you feel that 51 is more and you don't want to take a session, it's fine with me. What is not fine with me is to uh, devalue my time or your own time. So that's not the purpose, because there are aspirants who are very serious, who have taken this program. Around 25,000 students have already taken this, daily plan, their daily session. There are students who have, I never endorse my students. That is the only thing I don't do, but I don't want to do it also. I Let me tell you, I'm not feeling that if you become successful, I'll become something. Nothing. I'll still be the same what I'm doing. My I've dedicated myself to this. I'm only wishing that you get good guidance, because this time will not come again. And there is market is whole flooded with people to help you, guide you, and also fool you everything. It is how you go to throughout the world. It is not that हमें भी बेवकूफ बनाया गया. I have also paid so many institutes, so many places where I found nothing. But life is such. It is a circle. It comes back to you. Why did I put this foundation plan as a free program? Firstly, I felt every time I mentored for the last 11, 12 years, I'm mentoring. I found that people had challenge कि बहुत पैसा लगेगा कोचिंग करने में. आईएएस की तैयारी करने में बहुत पैसा लगेगा. दिल्ली आना पड़ेगा, ये करना पड़ेगा, वो करना पड़ेगा. So the barrier of entry or barrier of cost was so high people found it very difficult. In fact, you should know the stories that in Bihar, people are so adamant about this career that they sell off their land and send their students towards kids to study here. This is the kind of craze they have for this, or this is the kind of catapult they feel UPSC will give to their lives. I felt, if what if I keep it free? This thing will happen that I will today, maybe you may not be serious about it, may feel हाँ मजाक कर रहा है, ये ऐसे ही है, क्या है, कल को खुद बंद कर देगा, क्या है. Many people wish for that also. It is not free actually. If it's a 15 months of entire program, every cost is borne by me on all the thing. I am looking for candidates who can actually go through that, are actually dedicated, are actually self-study wise. Honestly speaking, some or other way where you have to anyway pay it. The free is only to give you that mindset. Come and try. Come and start preparing. I'm encouraging you to prepare. Everything is there for you to start. Nothing is ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं. Even if you don't do interaction, you do anything. 15 months mail will keep on coming. You just prepare. You have all the courses, everything with you. Free. Nothing else. You need to have your email and your own device, and email should have space. Many hard bounce are coming because people have people have enrolled, but they don't watch the email anymore. They are bouncing off because inbox are full. No, not like that. Dedicatedly, as if you wanted to, as if you wanted to save money of your parents, hard-earned money, or was if you wanted to save the money which you are earning. The course of I mean the foundation plan at any reputed institute comes around 2 lakh rupees, 1.5 to 2 lakh. In fact, they provide loan for it also. So I'm not trying to be something great, sir. You're done free. I see a lot of feedback when I get, sir, you're doing good, sir, free, free. My only question is you stay consistent for 15 months. Only then my intention of sending this free will be, you know, can you be consistent? Can you actually complete it? Because you can always blame ना कि यार free था ऐसे quality नहीं था कुछ भी नहीं था. But I tell you, if you, I have cleared the exam. I have been in their shoes for multiple times. I have done whatever visualize is standing today, test series and all. I am one of the foundation member on those teams. So what kind of content quality, you see my notes, you see my way of teaching, or you yourself judge. Let me not ask and say anything. You yourself, if you don't feel, it is very simple. You don't like it, fine, move on. Next, unsubscribe. Go ahead. Don't waste time and money with me. But if you like it, if you feel this is what it's doing, then be very, very purposeful. That is the reason why it is free. And this is what kind of priceless. I should write priceless and then free. And then every day the morning you get an email. You wake up, your mail is there in your inbox. As per your daytime, you daily time, you schedule your study and do it. And it covers every part of it. Lot of practices. Practicing, I give MCQs around almost 30-40 MCQs. I am going to share you the tracker, all of you, in your email. You will realize, I know many questions ki kal ko kya aane wala, they don't know. So I'm trying to give a 100 days tracker where you will see the number of questions you have given. Summary, how much you have done, how much you need to do, and all that with that kind of tracker. I'll be sharing it in another 11th or 10th September. I need to work on it also, but I'm working on it. So for people who are finding it challenge how to enable it, please fill the form. It's a Zoho form, and once you go there, an email comes from our side to your. You have to check your Gmail. Also has a spam folder. If you have put Gmail, first write your email in the correct way, and if then you go to your spam folder. In spam folder, you will see there is a subscription confirmation email. You have to open that email and click the link over there. Only then the subscription will be enabled, and you will get the first email will be welcome to Mentor, welcome from Mentor, and your email start. Another folder you will see in promotion folder, your first prelims paper, practice paper would be coming to you within that 3-4 hours. So in this preparation, every month you get a prelims paper, full prelims, paper one, paper two. Even if you are prepared or a beginner or whatever, prepare it like on banega crorepati. Just read the questions because you have to stay purposeful. So these are the things. And why 15 months of this program? Uh, Technically, the entire chunk is broken into 15 months in a digestible way. You can squeeze it to 8 months also. It's not that it's not possible. But what happens is we do not retain it much. My whole purpose is if you are giving 15 months of time, then everything is well recallable. You know what you're writing, where you're keeping. And it is kind of full, preparation goes aligned with the attempt like that. I mentioned you why English medium because of my first of all the availability of resource. Second of all, I prepared in that I'm very much comfortable. See, when you have to be master of the medium. When you write, if you're writing in Hindi, so you should be well written with the words and terminology. If I say in English and translate it and saying कि English में चलेगा, हमको चलेगा वाला civil servant नहीं चाहिए. We need the best person in this country to be a service for the nation. UPSC चलेगा candidates को नहीं ले रहा है. UPSC is selecting the best candidates for the nation. तो अपने को चलेगा चलेगा टाइप का एटीट्यूड से नहीं चलेगा. I am doing this for this is best. I am doing in English because I am best in that. That's it. You say why not Hindi, not for Hindi, this, that. So many questions you ask me. I am a chalega candidate in Hindi. If I do Hindi, na ye chalega, na wo chalega. So I suggest there are so many good teachers in Hindi to help you. Please go ahead, do there. Purposeful. Even in English, there are so many fantastic faculties. You see where you feel the best and आप कैसे nurture कर सकते हो अपने आप. So why should you do this foundation plan? Firstly, consistency, discipline building, entire coverage of UPSC प्यार से धीरे धीरे होगा, bite size chunk. Confusion कम धीरे धीरे हटेगा. It is like those foggy cloud will go off slowly. You'll build a trust on the preparation, and then because it is email, it is going to be irritating, but you'll get an email. Uh, you know, one day at a time, one golden egg, one day. That is the logic. And I am for self study. आई कंप्लीटली बिलीव इन सेल्फ स्टडी. खुद को पढ़ना ही पड़ता है. आप कोचिंग भी कर लो. कोचिंग करते वक्त आपके दिमाग में रहता है वंस आई गो होम आई विल प्रिपेयर वेल. क्लासरूम में टीचर पढ़ा रहा होगा, आई डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड. वंस आई गो होम आई विल प्रिपेयर. So it is better. It is all about preparing self-study. So I am targeting you to be in that phase. I'm targeting myself in that space. That when you prepare at your home, who is there to help you? I am there to help you. So this is what is the foundation plan. And my mentorship is there, but it is invite only. Only when I see that there is a dedicated student, I actually, after your one-on-one or whatever, I help. It's a 15-month mentorship, and it has a premium to it, payment to it. And right now, if you get an invitation, it is 15,000 rupees for 15 months, only one time of payment. But there's no thing like that, and it is very limited only for people who have actually. I see that how many emails they have opened, how many questions they have done. Accordingly, only I invite. And if you really need it, but otherwise, there's no point. I don't want. Why should I just add people for it? Just the fun of it? No, it is individual. It is very personalized. It has its own plus and minus. That we talk later. And uh, so with this, today's session is over. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. And I'll also stop the stream of YouTube. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. And if you have any questions, please see in the description. There will be links, WhatsApp,